Today is May 8th, 2023. I have been reviewing Al Book's a trading course for the past several months. I paid for his course. It is hours upon hours upon hours of studies, video material. And it occurred to me after watching it over and over and over again, one video over and over and over, that my brain is not sharp, and it requires repeated review of the same material to understand the concepts. When I first reviewed through the video, I had a side track on my PC where I would view the video that's on the side instead of intently reviewing the training course. And I went through that complete training course all the way through. And then I realized that my trading was inconsistent. And then after a short short break from Al Book's training course, I went back. And then I started to watch it over and over again, and started to really look at the titles, such as price action fundamentals, reversals at prior highs and lows, the double tops and bottoms. And I started to look into see if it had a dark mode. It would be far better, easier on the eyes. So I started looking at the videos over and over and over again, and it started to slowly trickle in the concepts that Al Brooks is talking about. So it occurred to me that there was a chat with traders interview with this guy who lives in Asia, and he talked about how children learn by watching something over and over and over again to reinforce what it is, and to finally grasp what's going on. So, see, I went through college, all the way through elementary school to two universities. The first university was Boise State University for the first 2 years, and then about 3 years at the University of Idaho. And I went through that process. And then it finally occurred to me today, at the age of 54 years old, and after having gone through a span of approximately 20 years in the engineering field. Sporadic it may have been, but a span of 20 years with good 10 years of engineering work, more than 10 years of engineering work. And it finally dawned on me that in the past, I would understand something just watching something just once or twice. That was enough. But as my brain, it seems to me that my brain has diminished capacity, and therefore it requires reinforcements of the same material over and over and over again, because it lacks the intensity that's required to place all these new concepts together and then make those new connections. And so So it seems to me that's how my brain works. And despite the fact that it's taking a very, very long time to understand the materials, I have to spend it. I have to spend the time that's required to absorb the materials on there. Now, if I were to look at a table of contents and then go through the materials, then I would like mentally think about what possibly could be discussed in that in the material. Then maybe I would have a better and easier way of understanding it. But now, now that I've seen the videos, the contents, I'm beginning to backtrack and then look at what the table of contents are actually telling me. So there is a group, there are sections of specific materials that are relevant now. Before I would look at it and say, hey, how is this related to day trading? Even though there's people who testify that they make $4,000 to $5,000 a month using his training. I can see why he does that now. What I've noticed about the critical thing about this training material is that there are charts that are being discussed with point by point description of what's actually happening. Okay, so that is helping me to recognize that same particular situation in actual trading.